Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing an alternative 2016 election um scenario. It's going to be a four-way race this time. It's going to be Hillary Clinton versus Marco Rubio versus Donald Trump versus Bernie Sanders. Let me change the color fast. Sorry for this. Classic green. Okay, confirm. Okay, he's sorry about that. But yeah, so I think this would be like a really like every basically political ideology maybe I guess. Hillary Clinton would be the more moderate and standard and Democrats. Bernie would be more of like a left wingy, I get. Nah, not left wingish. More progressive Democrats, Marco Rubio would be kind of go with conservative voters. Standard conservative like Trump would go well, and Marco Rubio would do well with the moderate Republicans and the standard Republicans, and while Trump would be well with the far right. And I think I think it would be more divisive with the Republican Party. It would still be very divisive with the sorry, the Democratic Party as well. But yeah, let's go right into it. So I think that Washington, Oregon, these are some of the most progressive states in the country, Oregon and Washington. So I think these would go to Bernie Sanders. I think that he would be an easy win. I think though that Hillary Clinton would win California. I think she's pretty popular there. Um, I think that this in Nevada it would be Hillary Clinton. I think, or well, I don't know. I don't think Donald. I think that Marco Rubio would have won the state, but I think that Donald Trump would steal a lot of votes from Marco Rubio. I think that so would Hillary. Bernie Sanders would steal a lot of votes from Hillary Clinton as well. But I think that Marco Rubio would get less votes because of Trump than Hillary Clinton would have Bernie Sanders. So I think that she would win. Nevada. Marco Rubio. I think this would be like a pretty good state for him. Utah. No, this is Arizona and Utah. These are like the standard Republican states. They're not like Trump left, I guess. No, but they're like pretty standard Republican states. So Donald Trump I think would win Idaho. This is a really no. I think Marco Rubio would win Idaho. Well, I'm going to give Idaho to Donald Trump. This is a very conservative state. Also Wyoming. I think Wyoming would go to Marco Rubio slightly. I think it would be close though. Um, Montana. I think Montana is more like standard Republican. Like it's not like it does go to Republican. It's mostly going to go to Republican, but it's not like sometimes it does have a chance of going to Democrats. Sometimes maybe if they're like really good and stuff. Like Obama almost won the state actually. Bill Clinton won it. So yeah, I guess it depends, but I think that Marco Rubio would win it. The Dakotas, I think Donald Trump would win pretty easily. These are pretty right wing states. Not Bernie Sanders. Um, let's do Alaska. Alaska, I think would go to Donald Trump. I think it would be close though. I think that Marco Rubio would. I think this would be a close state though, because like it does have like a lot of Marco Rubio people, but I think Donald Trump could get an endorsement from Sarah Palin. I think. So I do think that Alaska could go to Donald Trump. I think it's highly reasonable. But I think it would be close because it is kind of like it's a Republican state, but it's like I think like a lot of ideologies of Republicans. I guess I don't know what I'm saying. Hawaii I think would go to Bernie Sanders, and because like it is a very progressive state. When it, like Washington, Oregon, I also think that I do think that Tulsi Gabbard could have been his running mate in 2016. I think that and that she is from Hawaii, so I think that he could win state. Um, Yeah, Colorado. I think this would be a close one between Bernie and Hillary, but I think Hillary would come out as a winner. New Mexico. I think that would go for Hillary Clinton. It has a lot more standard, I guess, Democratic voters. Nebraska. I think Trump would win Nebraska. I think that Hillary Clinton would win the first district. Maybe. Wait, what is going on? It's weird how just that. I mean, yeah, second district. I think would go to Hillary Clinton. I think it would be close though. I think it maybe could go. Actually, no. I think I'll just give Nebraska to Donald Trump. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think it would. Kansas, I think this could be a close one. I think that Hillary Clinton would have a better chance with Donald Trump and Marco Rubio fighting in it. But I think that Marco Rubio would win in Kansas. Oklahoma, this I think would be a Donald Trump state. And Texas, I think this would go to Marco Rubio. I think it would be close though with the Donald Trump in it. But I think it, besides that, I think that it would be a Marco Rubio state. I think he would win by like 2 points or something. Now, my home state of Minnesota, I think this would be really Hillary versus Bernie. It is a pretty progressive state, and I think that Bernie and Hillary would be tie to tie at this state. But I think maybe at the end, maybe like I think it would barely go to Hillary Clinton. I think that if she like, oh, I don't know. This is a hard one, like, cause well, I'm gonna give this one a I don't know. I think I'll give it this one to Hillary Clinton, but I think it could go to Bernie very easily. But I think just right now, I'm just gonna say it'll go to Hillary Clinton, I guess. But I think this would be a very, very tight state between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. I really do. But tell me what you guys think in the comments. That was a tricky one. Same with like some of these states over here in Nevada. But yeah. Iowa. I think this would be like 25 to 25%. I think that Bernie Sanders would win the state, though. I think he would do real well here. I think he would be close with Trump and Rubio. I think Hillary Clinton would not really have a chance in that state. But I think Bernie Sanders would win Iowa. I just think that he would do well there. Missouri, this might be like not like really this might be people might not agree with this to me, but I think this would barely go to Hillary Clinton. I think that with the divide in the Republican Party, that it would go to Hillary Clinton narrowly. I think Donald Trump would steal a lot of votes. I think Marco Rubio though would be second. But I guess I also have to consider that it is against Bernie Sanders. But I think that she could win Missouri, if maybe. But I know that one might not be agreed with, but I think that she could maybe win Missouri. Um, Arkansas, I think that would go to Donald Trump. It's a pretty conservative state. Louisiana as well. These are kind of like the southern, the Rust Belt states that really just are some of the most Trumpist, more I guess more what you would call it, Trumpy states. I think South Carolina would also go to Donald Trump. Alabama, yeah, Alabama would go to Donald Trump too. I think he would be popular. I think Florida would go to Marco Rubio. He represents the state. It is conservative. Hillary Clinton would not do well, and Bernie Sanders would be a competitor with her in that state, I think. And Donald Trump would maybe steal votes. I think Marco Rubio overall would win there. Georgia, I think maybe. I think Hillary Clinton would win. Georgia closely. I think it would be close, but I think that she would win it. Same with North Carolina. In like a 2016 demographic wise, I think that Georgia was Georgia, just because of the 2020 election, this has become a major swing state. But I think North Carolina was more like of the swing state that the Democrats could win. I think nobody really thought. I think that Joe Biden was going to win Georgia. I think that North Carolina was more like if Joe Biden wins the state, it would be North Carolina because it's more like the northeastern southern state. But yeah, but I think that she would win in 2016. Tennessee, I think I'll give that to Marco Rubio. I think it would be close though. Actually, I'll give that to Trump. I think it would be close in Tennessee though. Kentucky, that one's obviously would be a very strong Trump state. Same with West Virginia. I think these would be very strong states for Trump. Illinois, Hillary Clinton would win this. She's from Chicago. And I think more standard. Yeah, I think she would just win. I think that it wouldn't be very close though. But I think Bernie would make it. A little more. What's the word? I don't know. Virginia, I think, would go to Hillary Clinton. I think like Virginia's like, to be honest, when I think about Hillary Clinton's state, it's going to be Virginia. I don't know why. I think it's because of Tim Kaine or something. But I think Virginia just makes me like when I think about Hillary Clinton like states. It's just like, hey, Virginia. I don't know why, but Wisconsin, I think this Hillary Clinton would win it just with the divide in the Republican Party. Bernie Sanders, I think, would steal a good amount of votes, but I think that she could win overall in Wisconsin with the climate at the time and everything going on. She barely lost it, and maybe if she actually campaigned there for once, she could win the state. I think very nicely. Um, but I think that it would be close. Bernie would steal a lot of votes from her. And yeah, Indiana. Indiana. I think this one would be very close, but I think it would at the end go to. I think I would have to give this one to Donald Trump. I think that he would do well in Indiana. Michigan. I would think. No, Michigan. I think that Bernie would steal votes there, and Mark. I think Donald Trump would not. I think Donald Trump would be the least popular candidate there. I think he would get 11 or 10% of the vote. I think Bernie would get 20, and it would be just race for Hillary and Marco Rubio though. But I think at the end of the day that Hillary Clinton would win Michigan, but I think it'd be close. I don't know. I think Marco Rubio could have a good chance. I think Hillary Clinton would win by just maybe a 2 point margin, I guess. But yeah, Ohio. I think this one would not go to Donald Trump. I think this would go to Marco Rubio. I think that maybe wouldn't be ready at the time to vote for Donald Trump as an independent. But for some reason, I don't know. Maryland. I think this would go to Hillary Clinton, but I think Bernie would have a good percent of the vote for a third party candidate there that he would do well. DC, I think Hillary Clinton would get the majority of the votes. Bernie Sanders, I think, will get 30% of the vote, and then Marco Rubio and Donald Trump are, Pennsylvania. I think this one could. I think Bernie Sanders would not do well. I think it would just be Hillary versus Rubio versus Trump. I think that Hillary would just be against these two, and so I think Donald Trump would do well in the state of Pennsylvania. But I think that I think it would be Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton in the state. But I think with the divide again, I know I'm saying this a lot in the Republican Party with the divide in Republican, I've been saying that a lot. But I really think that Pennsylvania would go to Hillary Clinton, and I'm not being biased. This is what I actually think this time. Um, I don't know. I think Bernie would not get 11% of the vote there. Not that great. I mean, I think Hillary Clinton would win Delaware. Just Delaware. New Jersey, I think that Bernie Sanders could get a good chunk of the vote, but would go to Hillary Clinton. I think that New York would go to Hillary Clinton as well. And I think all these states, Vermont, Bernie Sanders, and so Massachusetts, and all these states, I think they would all go to, well, maybe not Connecticut. Well, all these states right here, I'm going to need to think, would go to Bernie Sanders, except for the 2nd District of Maine. Oops. Or the 1st District. We did the stupid district is, I swear. This one? Yeah, that one. That one would go to Donald Trump. I think that he would be good in the New England states. But yeah. So Hillary Clinton does have I don't know, wait, I forgot about Connecticut. So Connecticut, I don't know. This one's a hard one for me. Because I don't know. But I think that I think that Connecticut would go to what? I think this state would go to Hillary Clinton. But yeah. So this is the current map. So Hillary Clinton would win and get the majority and would get the most electoral votes. I think that the popular vote though, I think Hillary Clinton would get 26%, and then everybody else would get 25, and yeah, I think Marco Rubio would get 25, Hillary would get 26, Donald Trump would, I think Hillary and Bernie would get 25, and Donald Trump would too, I guess. No, I think he would get 24. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I think. I think I might change Missouri. Yeah, I'm going to change Missouri to Marco Rubio. I'm changing it to Marco Rubio. I think this would go to Marco Rubio now. I changed my mind. I just think about Marco Rubio and like 2016, and so I think that would go to Marco Rubio at the end. But I think Hillary Clinton would have a better chance than she ever would in 2016. It would be a way better chance. Yeah, this is what I think it would look. This was a pretty fun scenario to look at for me. It was pretty weird. So at the end, nobody would get the majority of the electoral votes at all whatsoever, and so the Congress would have to decide about who would be elected. I think that the popular vote, this is if look, if an electoral map ever looks like this in the future, this is going to be the end of the world. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Say if you disagree, if I underestimated or overestimated any candidates. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again soon.